Okay, and we're live. Perfect timing as well as that we just shared 11 joke. Um, Welcome back to Simo's story, episode 9, as our adventurers continue along their journey in the quest to figure out what the hell is the Horde of the Dragon Queen doing. Last episode, episode 8, our adventurers were in the midst of conducting Operation Save Sapphire's Body. And for the pretty much entirety of the episode, it was quite the success. But along the way, along the rescue of Saf's body, they did cause quite a disturbance, killing some guards along the way, killing everything in their path to get to Saf's body, which prompted them to seek shelter in the meat locker, where Sorvin, Tanner's new character, just so happened to be chopping away at some lean venison. And now he has been recruited by the party based on his affiliation with Leosin. Cronin recognizing Sorvin as this undercover agent who's been working with the Cult of the Dragon for the past couple of days alongside Leosin. They conduct their operation to try to escape, which was a two-pronged strategy. One of which was to disguise as Lang and escape with Frulam, escape through the way that they came, and they encountered Frulam along the way, which after multiple checks, they managed to escape with everybody except Boris. Boris, in the meantime, was tasked with being an invisible barbarian, which those two words don't go together. And he had to slink his way through a majority of the cave. And he actually got a lot of information, which I think he will be sharing with the rest of the party today. After his exit out of the cave, he gave Sorvin a little spook. And now the rest of the group outside of this dragon egg hatchery cave decide what their next move is. Welcome, Simo's story.
Welcome.
So where's Boris right now? Exactly.
To your right.
I just scared
Are you still invisible?
Sorvin. Yes.
Yes.
So you scared Soren. Okay.
I scared Sorvin and I believe what did you say? Do you remember? Or
Hey, don't touch me there. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding. I don't know
whatever.
what the fuck I said. I don't know what I said.
You were like, whoa, I think, or some shit.
Yeah, like whoa, and then like
and then I said it
fucking
was me
don't-
or something,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah. So there you
don't
go.
mind us.
Don't mind us.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good actually. Deckard Cain.
That's my Gamcash voice.
Really? You sound like Deckard Cain to me. All right.
Thanks, man.
Um.
I'm a Deckard Cain backup now.
Nice.
Boris, is that you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's me.
All right. Can you
What else would it be?
maybe? Oh, can you turn on invisible so we can see you?
Can I do that?
If you,
Yeah, I can turn him on invisible too, which I will do. I'll just drop concentration.
Okay. And as he drops that, I'll be like, so how'd it go in there?
Are we in the middle of the open here?
yeah.
Okay. So I just appear.
Let's
Out
find
of
some
nowhere.
cover first.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to, I'll let it slide this time. If you want to try to get
Right,
to a
right.
little bit of a safer area to do that.
Oh yeah, because we're all like recognizable.
Not only that, but your Kurnosh looks
You're
like
dressed up.
Lang, and you have Saf's body on your shoulder, Cronin.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
you might want to get to a little bit of a different place at the moment. I don't mean to
Alright.
metagame the party, but just for
No, I mean I said it. I was like, wait, what?
I
Yeah.
thought we were in a tent right now.
Only I went into the
if
tent.
you went into a
Yeah.
tent just to look.
Mm.
That wasn't really
Yeah.
pertinent to share in the recap.
So before we talk about what you found in there, should we get out of here first? Maybe find some safety.
Yeah. Let's maybe get back up the hill.
Okay, so then I guess maybe as we're walking to exit this in cave, big massive cave, I guess, or whatever it is, we'll talk.
Camp.
Camp, yeah. We'll talk, and as we're walking, I'll be like, "So what'd you find in there, Boris?"
Well, it's very guarded. I don't know if we should make our way back in there anytime soon. I found Lang. He was in there deeper in the cave. And he seemed to be worshipping a monument to Tiamat. Or at least he was kneeling in front of it.
And everybody knows who Tiamat is. Even through rumor, 5-headed dragon lives in hell. Lots of various groups worship her, but at least from your understanding, if you're making that connection in your heads, Sorbin and Cronin particularly, you're like, oh shit, maybe this cult kind of worships Tiamat. Maybe that's like what the end game is here.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I snuck by him because I saw another passage. And I found a giant open room with 3 nests and 3 dragon eggs. And 2 of them, I believe, were green, and 1 was tinted blue.
Sorry. Two black, one.
2 black and 1 tinted blue. And the one that was blue was guarded by 2 of the dragon dogs. But I did sense another presence. I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it just seemed off. Something else was there.
You mean like an invisible guard or something?
I'm not entirely sure. There was just a lot of blood.
So as I understand it, if we want to go in there, and I'm assuming one of those eggs is the egg from what's that dragon's name? Lenathon that wanted us to get. Maybe the one that's protected more heavily. We have to get through Lang, and we have to get through whatever the hell's guarding that, plus some potential invisible guard, and then bring the egg out.
There might be another way if we really want to go get the
What do you
egg.
mean another way?
There was a hidden door. And I believe... You remember when we first went into the cave, Ronan? And you went off to the right?
Yeah.
I believe if we go if we take that path, there we'll find a trapdoor, if you will, a hidden door. When I was down there, I attempted to escape a different way than I came, and I went 30 feet up a ladder, which was covered by a rug, and I could hear Rulam, I believe, talking. Right? I could hear Frulam. That's not metagaming, right? I'm pretty sure.
A woman's voice.
Yeah,
I heard
you can make that connection. You can make that connection.
So
you didn't
I
hear what they
believe-
said. You didn't hear what they said.
No, I didn't
but
hear what
you
they
hear
said.
Yeah.
So I believe we could bypass all the guards and head straight down, and Lang would be the only one in between us and the egg, besides whatever's in that guard room where the rug is. So we could bypass a lot of trouble, but we'd have to deal with Frulam and whatever else is there.
Lang or Frulam?
Frulam, and then Lang.
So you have to deal with Frulam, then Lang. We still have to deal with whatever you said was right in front of the egg. 2 little dragon, the big dragon things.
Yes, but believe me, there's a guard room that is full of maybe 20 imps.
20 what?
Imps, or sorry, not imps.
Kobolds?
Kobolds of different varieties. And not only that, there were the guards that were searching that you guys passed. And there were also more dragon dogs along the way. There's a lot.
This sounds like this sounds like it's a lot actually.
So full head count, we've
Sounds like
got
a little bit.
20 kobolds, 2 dragon dog things,
4.
4. We've got
Some invisible thing.
Lang, Frulam. What else am I missing here?
Some
Those guards
invisible.
that were searching for the disruption.
Okay, how many was that?
4 or 5.
Okay, so we're up to about 30. 30 on 4.
And also Frulam was talking in that room to somebody else. So there could be more guards in that room.
30 give or take.
And you went down there. Did you see anything when you went down there?
Well, I'm trying to. So you didn't go down that path.
I didn't
but
go down there.
I'm trying to wrap my head around. So there was one sleeping guard. I doubt that he's sleeping this long. And then there was barracks with all kinds of different guards in there too. Maybe 8. And that's where Frulam was though. That's kind of like, it looked like her working quarters. Like that's where she spent most of her time. And the conversation that Kurnosh had, it sounded like she was doing all kinds of research. There was a desk. People research on desks.
So what information are we actually trying to get out of here? Do you think maybe it has something to do with Frulam?
I think it's starting to get to be less about the information. Well, maybe if we can take some of Frulam's research, if we can somehow manage that. But I think it's more about the winter. It's called the Winter's Heart, right?
Yep.
The Winter's Heart. And maybe getting some justice for Kurnosh. Which, if I'm being totally honest with you, that justice for Kurnosh is now tied to justice for Saf, and so I think I'm a little bit attached to that motive as well.
That works for me.
You really think we have a chance?
If we can isolate him.
What do you think, Sorbin? You've been
Yeah, so
Been
down there.
I'm just gonna
Sorry,
toss this out. I'm just gonna toss this out there that I have been just kind of fake butcher, pretty minimal gear on me for the most part. And as Cronin, you had said that 30 to 4, minimum 30 to the 4 of us. We know that they've pushed ahead and they've separated into 2 groups. We have a general understanding of what they're doing here in the cave, and I'm all for justice for your friend, as well as it's become very apparent that what they're doing here after seeing what's going on in Greenest, I'm all for taking these guys down. How pressed are you guys to do this? Because I would absolutely love to find a little bit of R&R, link up maybe with Leosin in El Terrell, and go from there.
What's R&R research and raid? Like, I don't really.
Like rest and refit. It's rest and refit.
What the fuck is R&R?
So I'm all in for the R&R, but when a predator has their prey backed into a cave, I don't think that they leave the entryway of the cave.
I think I'm with you there. I think we're the prey here.
I'm inclined to agree. I don't think we're in as strong of a position as you might entail, or you might think we are. As much as I would love to go in there and kill them all. Today.
Forrest, were you able to see how? Man, I don't know how trained you are on dragon eggs, but were you able to see maybe how long, or any inclination as to when those eggs were they close to hatching? Were you seeing any movement? What was going on there? Because it seems like they're wanting to stay until these eggs hatch, or else they would have already up and moved.
To be honest, I didn't even think about looking for that. I knew they were heavy. They looked heavy.
Yeah.
It seemed like they maybe still had a little bit to go. No one was really tending to them. So,
Oh,
Well, I'm willing to put it to a vote. I mean, I definitely think we have to get some rest before we execute on any kind of plan that we don't have yet.
if anything, maybe seeing what Furlam is up to would be the best course of action. Maybe not going all the way down into the cave, but at least starting with Furlam and going from there. After a rest, of course.
Yeah. Well, I was always told to never make crucial decisions with a sleepy head or holes in your stomach, so I'd like to rest this off and we can figure this out.
So I'll say you guys get to just about outside of the camp. Is there any particular place that you want to try to settle down for the evening?
There's like,
It's also not really evening. It's about just after midday, I'd say, like 4 or 5 o'clock ish. So it's not exactly evening.
so it'll be maybe like
It might be like
early morning.
yeah, it'll be like early morning.
That's pretty perfect, honestly.
we're wanting to long rest.
I think so.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
the R&R,
Okay.
that's kind of the vibe I got from the group, you know.
Okay. Okay.
If we can find like a tree line so we can go in it.
Yeah.
a
Do we
little
just
bit.
can we fuck around up here so we like have the high ground, but can still on our watch kind of pay attention to the ins and outs of.
You can do whatever
So
you
we got to
want.
make sure they don't leave.
Oh, you're suggesting that to the group.
Wait, did you say the tower was still up, or did you say it toppled?
It's still up.
Is there? Can I see if there's any guards in there?
Make a
From here?
perception check at disadvantage. You're like outside the camp.
Okay.
I've never
Come
seen
on,
horsemen.
baby.
Hard to tell.
Squinting? What it
I
happens
mean,
if
you
s-
you
what if I
you
do
left the
this?
camp. Like you
Bro,
left the camp.
I know, I know.
I don't
Use
know
the
what you
stats
want me to
goggles.
tell you. You left the camp.
Okay, well, if anything, can we make our way to where
Sure. Absolutely.
Tanner said and maybe check again?
Okay.
If everyone's okay with this idea.
Yeah.
Works with me.
Sorvin's the leader now.
Soren is the leader.
Wait, can you fly?
You can't
I
ask.
wing?
You can't ask him that. Bro.
No, I'm at.
Oh, in character. In character.
I guess as we're walking along, he has feathers,
Um,
right?
Yeah, I have wings. Unfortunately, my artist didn't put it in my character descriptions, but yes, Allens have wings and arms. They have arms and they have wings on their back. So yes, I can fly. Can you crush?
I prefer chopping.
Oh.
You know,
And the axe makes sense.
And he really prefers decapitating. Like, really prefers it.
Well, surely we're gonna need that here soon.
I've been pretty
Alright,
good at
so-
it so far.
So what's the plan here? Are we going in or are we not?
I'd like to take another look at the tower.
Okay. So I'll say you
I'll
guys
help him
get
with-
to that little
Okay.
spot. You could. You said you want to help him with that, Kurnosh?
Assuming he has to roll for it, I'll help him with it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can roll with advantage or roll 2 rolls like separately. let-
Let's do 2 rolls.
Sure.
Do it.
13 and that will be a 16.
Ooh.
No one's in the tower.
So first, I suggest, yes, we should make a vote. If you want to go in, I agree with Boris. If we do go in, we shouldn't go much farther than Frulam's study area. Maybe might have to engage Frulam. We'll see. But any further than that, especially if you have to encounter my brother, I just feel like who knows what else might be there, and it's just dangerous for now until we have a clear upper hand.
Well, at least
Oh.
see how it goes and what information we can gather.
Yes, but if we agree to this, we're agreeing to just stopping at Frulam and not going further for now.
We are also committing to whatever happens in there. We have to do it as quiet as a mouse.
Not if we engage in battle.
If we can somehow,
Initially.
yeah.
Initially, yes. Keep in mind, guys, it's a cave. King's Echo.
We can I'd like to just keep a watch over the entrance of the cave if we can all take turns doing that.
We can use the guard tower for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a little bit busy for a little while. If anyone happens to have a shovel on them, that would be a great help. Otherwise, I'm digging with these axes.
And my axe.
Okay, so are we setting up for a long rest here? Is that kind of the game plan?
Think so.
Okay. And Cronin, you want to diggery-do?
Yeah, I mean, it's midday, right? So we've got some time.
If you want to like delay the long rest a little bit with some of these activities.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Who do we want set up in the tower?
So
Um,
I can take first watch.
There are people still kind of wandering, right, in the little town here, in the little
Encampment?
camp. Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Okay.
really nearly as many as the first time that you wouldn't have seen.
Okay.
But the rest of the party would have.
Okay. So then we bury Saf. Now we're working long rest. Boris is taking first watch.
We're not long resting yet, I don't think.
Okay.
Cronin's not going to long rest for a bit.
I'll be taking first watch though. So if you wanted to start your long rest, I'm
Well-
going to the tower.
Well, look, I mean, at the end of the day, we all need the rest here, right? If Cronin is going to be busy burying, of course, he might not get the rest he needs. So maybe we can all help him out quickly, get it done with, so he can get some rest as well.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it.
I forgot that's what you were trying.
Oh, Cronin, give me a survival check at advantage.
Hey, we got an okay roll to start the game, baby. Survival? 17.
Okay.
19.
Solid.
I'll say it takes you and the group maybe like 20 minutes to dig this hole.
Makes sense.
Not really a long time. You guys have various tools, not the best tools, but working together, it does get you a nice deep hole pretty quickly. Considering your tools.
Before we start filling in the hole, I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to pin it inside of his vest or shirt or whatever he's wearing. And just kind of tuck it away. And then I'm going to shovel the dirt back on.
I'll give
So
you
everybody take a look here.
I'll give you inspiration for that if you don't have it.
Let's say everybody take a look. It's not a game. We're in here. This can happen to any one of us. We're just gonna have to roll forward, you know. And as we fill it up, I'm gonna take one of the. I got both of his hand axes, and I'm gonna take one of them, and I'm gonna carve Saf into it, and I'm gonna put it right at the head of the grave, and then I'm gonna like implant it with the blade down in the ground. Then I'm gonna take the other one, and I'm just gonna write tail on it, and I'm gonna plant it like kind of off to the left and a little bit low, and I'm gonna plant the blade into the ground.
Give me a sleight of hand check. A sleight of hand check on the carving.
That is a 10. It's gonna
10?
look a little rough.
It's a little rough. It's got that like 5-year-old aesthetic on it.
Mhm. I'm okay with that. In fact, that's how we would have wanted it.
True.
And then I'll just kind of chill there. I'll sit at the foot of the grave for a little bit.
The hole gets filled.
Sorvin's just gonna like hand on the shoulder and then onto Cronin's shoulder and then just walk away.
Sorvin walks away. Cronin is sitting at the foot of the grave.
They're also just kind of standing there, arms crossed, just looking down at the
Boris.
grave.
I'll just kind of be like sitting there, like off to the side of Cronin, and just kind of my axe, kneeling with my hands on my axe like this, and just like, bowing my head, if you will. Very stoic.
So a few moments pass. A couple minutes. 10 minutes of hard focus and respect for this grave. Thank God, no mushrooms. And
What are you talking about?
and inside you guys feel, even Sorvin, you feel a little deep sorrow for the loss of someone, at least for the rest of the party that you guys knew. And for Sorvin, you can feel this energy kind of radiating off of the rest of this group, this like somber tone. They really, despite not knowing him for very long, not from what you can tell, but they cared for this individual, gave him a respectful funeral rite. Whenever you guys are ready to tuck her on, say 10-15 minutes has passed, maybe 20 of respect, and feel free to do what you want to do next.
Let's get some rest, shall we?
Yeah.
Great.
Who wants to keep watch first?
I think Boris
We
said
can
he
use the
would do
tower
it.
guard there.
I think Boris said he would do it first.
All right, Boris, you want to go to the tower, yeah?
Yeah, so he's gonna. I'm role playing for him. He's talking to his third.
Oh,
wife.
is it? Okay.
He's talking
I'm
to
going.
his
Yeah.
8th wife. Yo, Frank's so tired today, bro. Jeez.
No, it's just a long day of work. I'm good. I'm good.
So Boris.
Close the door behind you. Love you, dude.
Boris walks over to that kind of high plateau above the tower. And Boris, you notice pretty simple ladder that sits behind the tower. You take the ladder down and you're at the base of this tower.
Okay. Can I inspect the tower to see if it's sturdy?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Just being extra cautious, you know.
Sure. Yeah, you don't want to topple over in the middle of the night. Yeah. You have a look at the base of the hardwood that the tower is built upon. You don't really notice any chops in the wood, no markings, no like, you know, it doesn't look like it's been rough handled, feels sturdy, no rust, no, you know, just feels like it's legit.
All right, I'll climb up it.
You climb up to the top of the tower and quick look around. You can see a small weapons rack with 2 bows and single digit arrows just kind of off to the side, off to the wayside. And amongst kind of the rest of this tower space, you notice just very scarcely remnants of food, you know, bits and pieces, chicken bones, things like that, just like things just like off to the, doesn't feel like it's been kept very cleanly, but those are kind of the main things that you notice up here.
I'm gonna take the bow and the arrows, just because.
1 second. I'm just gonna tell you which bow it is.
It's gonna be 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a long bow.
Okay.
Yeah. Take both or just one?
Oh, there's 2.
There's 2. There's 2 long bows there.
Can I take both?
You can absolutely do that.
I'm gonna take both.
And roll a d12 for me.
Not bad. It was very single-digit arrows.
All the
You pick up 1 arrow.
that's gonna go into the your nat 1 stories or whatever. All the other arrows, you know, it's missing a feather. One's cracked.
Yeah, they're kind of snap twigs, you know. They're a little bit distraught. But you managed to get 2 bows. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Okay.
And you kind of get situated in this tower, or whatever. If you want to be looking down towards the entrance, that's fine. Totally fine.
Yeah, I don't want to stand like out, but I want to. Like, how high is the like railing? Can I sit and like peer over without like
it's about
standing
like
fully?
it's about like half of you, the railing.
Okay.
So if you have a seat, you can kind of just glaze over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
There's just a wooden box up there for storage, and you could just take that box and plop it down and sit on it.
Okay.
So the rest
good.
of you, as you're setting up your small camp, you notice over towards the tower, small, slightly off-colored figure sitting and watching in the opposing direction of your camp. Feel a small sense of safety. And let me know who is going to rest first. Or if everyone's just knocking out and waiting, you know, if all 3 of you are passing out.
Well, so who wants to go after Boris? I feel like maybe I should. Again, I can't see in the night very well, just in case.
Yeah.
I know it makes sense. I'm
That's
assuming the owl can see in the night perfectly.
Yeah, I can. I've got great vision, so I can go dead of night. Yeah, that works for me.
Perfect. And then I'll just start getting ready to sleep until it's my turn.
Okay.
You said we saw somebody looking at us, or is that?
No,
Boris.
I
Okay.
described the silhouette of Boris looking
Okay.
away. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Just chill. It's all
I see
good.
Shrek,
It's all
Shrek in the
good.
tower,
Like
bro.
shit, bro. To shoot this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then Thorvin is also
Okay.
passing out.
So that's all 3 of you, correct? All 3 of you passing out.
Go for the long rest.
Boris, for this first hour, roll me a perception check.
Perceive, Boris. Perceive.
Perceive. Perception.
Oh my
It's
god.
gonna be one of these days. I'm gonna have to
Fuck.
pull up my dice, Frank. It's your fault.
it doesn't help.
Wow.
I'll pull
You
them
can't
out.
really tell if there's a shift of guards, if there's a rotation of guards at the front gate. You see certain figures walking kind of amongst the tents. You can't tell if they're cult followers. You can't tell if they're hunters. You can't really. You just see figures and figures and figures. In your first hour, uneventful. The rest of you sleeping like a rock. So for Boris, you can do this for another hour, I think, and then you would need to sleep for the next 6.
I'll do it for another hour.
Okay. Honestly, I'm just going to use the same perception check and just kind of roll with that
Nice.
2 hours. It's sorry, but same thing.
No, it's fine.
Figures on figures on figures. Can't really quite tell. The camp I'll describe is, it's like 6 o'clock now, or 7 o'clock now. And it's not very lively. There's really not much going on, even though you're trying to have a deeper look. There's not much going on.
I will climb down and start making my way.
So you make your way back to the camp, roughly around where the funeral rite occurred. You see a couple of sleeping bags, a little makeshift camp set up, and 3 snoring people. Who do you wake up?
Oh.
I don't know
Shit.
who.
Uh-oh.
Who
Can
do
I
you wake
roll
up?
for this? Because I wouldn't know who I was supposed to wake up. Can I
Alright.
just roll?
Yeah, roll a d4 for me.
Wait, 4?
Just roll it.
I could just do an intelligence check. I'm just saying.
Just roll it. Just roll a d4. Roll it again.
You were 4.
He was 4. Bro.
Oh, dude.
Yo, Lemon, you're
Okay,
just-
he knows who to
you're
wake
just-
up.
you're-
Fuck it, he knows who to
you're
wake up.
shit today. bro. Okay, that would be. Hold on, how did I do this? That'd be Karnash.
Thank God.
There you go. I'll wake him up.
He doesn't miss, dude. He doesn't miss.
Oh. Are you done your watch? Yeah. Did you see anything at all? Anything important?
Nothing out of the ordinary, just people kind of moseying around.
Okay. Yeah. I guess it's my turn. I'm gonna take a look as well.
Same thing, little step ladder. You make your way down the ladder. At the base of the tower, you head on your way up. And you see an empty weapons rack with broken arrows and a little box situated in the direction of facing towards the tunnel, the cave entrance.
A little box.
Yeah, it's just a little box, and it's like right near the edge, inside the tower, like right near the edge. And if you kind of
Oh, it's in the tower with me.
yeah, it's in the tower with you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll look at it. I'll open it, I guess.
There's nothing in the box.
Okay, I'll put it back down. Okay, and I guess I'll begin my watch if there's nothing else of interest here.
Sure. Are you going to be standing?
Am I gonna be standing? Is there anywhere to sit?
On the box.
Oh, it's that big of a box.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was much smaller than that. I'll probably sit for the majority of it, but if I notice anything suspicious, I'll stand to get a better look, kind of thing.
Perfect. So roll me a perception check for your next 2 hours of watch.
Okay. 7.
7. Figures on figures.
Fuck.
What I'll give you is you notice a guard shift at least.
Like in front of the cave?
On the front of the cave, you notice a guard shift. From what you asked Boris, you don't know if there was a guard. If you don't know when the last one was, if that's even of relevance to you, because Boris saw nothing. And so you notice just one guard shift during your time. It happens halfway through.
How many guards?
2 for now.
Just 2 standing there, and then they left, and then 2 new ones came.
And same thing, just figures throughout the camp. As the evening starts to creep up, you notice even more less and less activity. Like, this camp wasn't really bustling with life to begin with, but now it's like there's hardly anybody really doing anything in this camp. And your 2 hours are done.
And I haven't noticed anyone go in the major tents, right? Okay. Okay. I'll let out a yawn and make my way back to the camp to wake up
Okay.
the next person.
All right, you make your way back to the camp. Who's next?
I will wake up. I mean, I feel like I'll be smart enough to understand that the next person should be Cronin.
Okay. Cronin? Blah, blah, blah.
Wake up, buddy. It's your turn.
Wake up screaming at the top of my lungs.
Well, if he actually screams, I want to put my hand over his
No,
mouth.
no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay,
I'm just
okay.
kidding. Good reaction, though. Good reaction. I used my reaction. Yeah, okay. I'll just kind of like get
you
up
feeling?
and I'll like pat myself down. Starting to feel better. Did you see anything? Anything unusual?
I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I didn't see anything important. I mean, just a guard shift. Saw 2 guards leave, 2 new ones enter, or take their position rather, and it's about it really. Pretty uneventful.
All right.
Hopefully, well, I don't know if it's hopefully, but maybe you'll see something better, more important, more interesting. We'll see.
All right. And I'll go and I'll check it out.
Okay. Cronin, same thing. Make your way to the tower. Broken arrows, off in the corner by a weapons rack, and an empty box.
Empty box.
That is situated near the edge of the tower, facing towards the cave entrance.
I'll plop down, I'll sit on it, and I'll just kind of barely be peeking my head over the top of the side rail.
Sure. Roll a perception check for your 2 hours.
That's more like it. 4.
Oh my god, baited.
Yeah.
4. Throughout your 2 hours, all you can make out is that near the number 3 on the map, see that number 3? See that
Yep.
little camp to the left?
Yep.
You just hear laughter and a good time.
Any campfires or anything like that?
It's starting
Well,
to
I guess it's
a little bright. It's a little bright. There's a little campfire.
Oh, the George guy was with him.
Okay.
Light radiating from that tent. Well, George is...
What time is even it right now? Wouldn't it be like
So his watch finished at... No, his started at 7. So now
Okay.
your watch started at 9.
so we'll be finished like right in the middle of the night. That is good.
Give or take, yes.
Beautiful. Okay.
So
And I will
that's all you get.
Okay. So if my 2 hours are up, I'll head back, and before waking up Sorvin, I'll just kind of give one last kind of pat onto the grave, make sure everything's smoothed out, nobody's messed with it, and then I'll go over and I'll go wake up Sorvin with a yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo!
Mom?
Almost.
Oh. Right. Cronin. My turn?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Nothing to report. There's a couple of them at a campsite down there near the entrance, but not a whole lot going on.
Okay. And Sorvin will head off towards the tower.
Okay. Empty weapons rack, broken arrows, box.
I will sit and watch.
Okay, give me a perception check for your 2 hours.
No way, it's shittier than everybody else's.
Bro, we've had 3, 4, and 7. Is that a 6? Are we like trying to combine here?
No, close. An 8.
Jesus.
Nice.
Who knows what we missed, honestly.
Yeah. So what was it? You started your watch at 11. And the party that was happening at 3 slowly starts to kind of dwindle out.
Okay.
And the campfire gets snuffed. And the sound of happiness slowly dwindles out into the evening. And that's your watch.
Cool. Then I will head back and start kicking feet in bedrolls and waking
Okay.
everybody up. Good morning, sleepyheads. If we're gonna do something, now is the time. Unfortunately, seemed fairly uneventful. So, what's the plan?
Before we talk about the plan, it's confirmed long rest, right? I just want to confirm.
It's an official long rest confirmation, so
Give me
you
that
get,
shit.
you get your hit die, you get all the things that you feel like you can
Hell
get.
yeah.
Nice.
Don't spend it all in one go.
Damn, recovers 18 hit points. You was hurting, huh?
You'll still get to get your spell slots back. Holy shit.
What's the time of night?
It's exactly 1 a.m.
Is there a moon out? Is it lit or is it cloudy, overcast? You know, is
Lit,
it kind
fam.
of dark?
If you're curious,
I am
it is
curious.
a 3/4 moon. And
And so clear sky.
Wow.
Slightly overcast. But
Chance of shower? No chance of shower?
Chance of precipitation, about 13%.
Good
Listen,
to
I
know.
don't mean to derail here, but did you guys know that 13% means not that there's a 13% chance of rain, but that it will rain in 13% of the area?
I did.
Yeah,
know that.
I did hear about that actually.
That's crazy. I always thought it was
Wow.
like there's a 13% chance of rain. No, it will rain, just not everywhere. Only 13% of the
I
area.
actually have
I did
another
hear that.
fun fact.
Okay.
You want to hear another fun fact?
Yes.
What's your fun fact, Boris?
briefly.
It's really-
We're dreaming
yeah.
right now, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are all of our dreams.
So, Simo and Frank have already heard this one. But the tube from your mouth
Oh God.
to your ass.
Your urethra.
No. From your mouth to your stomach out is all outside of your body. It's not inside your body.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? It's literally inside.
So, if you rupture your intestines, you rupture into your body. You know what I mean? So technically, it's outside of your body. The inner side of your intestines and your esophagus is outside of the body.
No, that's not how that works.
No, it is.
It's in your body.
No, it's in your body, but technically, the inside is outside. You know?
No.
Can you remove
That's-
inspiration if he's
I
got
want to
it?
get. I want to get.
I don't have it anymore. I used it
Holy shit.
for perception.
That's like on a technicality.
Oh my god.
I heard it from a doctor, okay? So,
That's famous last words to live by.
anyways.
The mouth
I'm
I
sorry.
could believe. Okay? The mouth I could believe, right?
Yeah.
That shit's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
So we wake up, we long
sorry.
rest.
Okay.
It will rain
Moon is out 11
Somewhere.
11%. Yeah, 11%.
somewhere in Faerun.
Yeah, that's like the weather chart for the sword coast. It's gonna rain in Elturel.
All right. So what's the plan?
Right. Well, let's figure that out. You want to take another quick look, if you can, Sorvin, maybe see if you see anything new happening around the camp potentially.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God.
You guys don't know that this actually it helps your vision.
You hear that from a doctor too?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys know that the way that your intestine works?
Oh my.
Oh my god. Okay, roll a perception check.
Okay. I'm perceiving. Nice. 19.
You see 2 guards and a really quiet camp.
Okay. Yeah, it just looks like a couple of guards still at the front. Camp is quiet outside. Ah, I actually, what I know about sleep on the inside, like if there's any extra reinforcements on the inside.
The cave is actually on the outside.
The cave is actually on the outside.
Bro, it's exposed to the outside air.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god. Yeah, you would be familiar that they do like a shift swap, so people are
Awake inside.
well.
Or is
You would-
everybody
okay.
sleeping inside and these two guards are the protectors?
You would know that a majority of the human guards, the ones that kind of the cult followers, would be
Mhm.
taking some sort of rest potentially.
Okay.
I wouldn't say all of them. You know, some of them like to stay up, gamble, play cards, things like
Right.
that. So it's not all of them. You have no idea when the kobolds rest. You've got no clue.
What about Lang and Frulam?
No idea. Because you don't
No
really
idea.
you don't really see them too much.
Okay.
You don't really see them too much.
Okay, so then yeah, I'll just so typically we've got the two guards out front like we see now. There's no telling who's awake on the inside. I'm sure you guys noticed on your watches at any hour of the night these guys are up gambling. Really whatever they have. So the numbers are going to be lower if we're looking to get inside, but I couldn't tell you by how much. Any more invisibility tricks maybe up your sleeve? There is I
We got a few, yeah.
I should be a-okay to walk back in. I might be questioned a bit for being on the outside, for being gone maybe as long as I have, but these guys trust me. So I don't know who here can go invisible or can disguise, but yeah, who here? But I should be okay as is to walk back in.
Well, I mean, even if you walk back in, then what?
Well, yeah, I mean, then what? Hey, I voted to go back to El Terrell. I wanted to actually rest and
Well-
refit. You see, I slept on that rock the entire night. It's not a
I guess
damn
my
pillow
point
out
is, if we go back in, we should stay together. Because if we get
No,
isolated
okay,
again, it's another
I
death.
apologize. No, I apologize. I meant, I can go in as is, with another disguise and maybe a couple of invisible individual. I'm saying all four of us go back in, but I don't have to sneak. You guys don't have to waste any of that on me. If we go in disguised as is and we have a couple people invisible, however you guys can get that done. I blend in, basically, is what I'm saying already. So if we're going back in, we just need to get you three to blend in. Unless we're going in bows blazing.
Well, the way I see it is we have three options. First of all, we just go in guns blazing.
Okay.
Go to Furlam, go to her office, kill her, maybe take her captive, find what information we have in her office, and then we can exit. Two, we do something along the lines of what you said. We can disguise, maybe go invisible, and try to maybe steal something, some notes. Who knows what she has in there? Three, I can disguise myself as my brother once again and play some tricks again and see where that leads us to.
What if you run into your brother?
Well, that's the risk
As
we're taking.
Brother. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds
Spider-Man
pretty
meme.
risky.
Look at that Spider-Man meme pointing at each other.
But maybe if you can convince them that you're the right one, they'll kill him.
I could. That's playing with fire, but I guess that's technically an option, So I don't know. We can do a vote maybe of the three. Which one do you guys prefer?
I heard of this one group one time that dealt with the inhabitants of a cave, or they tried to, by lighting a tree on fire and sticking it in the cave and smoking it out.
I heard that folktale before.
Yeah, just a thought.
I'm pretty sure that's just a bullshit story
Yeah,
that everybody's parents tell.
but you could learn. Yeah, it's called the flint, the tinder, and the tree trunk. We've all heard it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, just a thought. There's always lesson to be learned from those folklore. So maybe the lesson is.
That's like
maybe the
second
lesson
time
is.
Simo's almost spit out his drink.
Maybe the lesson is, the grand moral from that story is, if you find a cave full of bad guys, light a tree on fire and smoke them out. Maybe it's literal. Maybe it's not figurative. Or a tent. You could substitute, like maybe the tree was a metaphor for just something flammable.
Right. The tree is interchangeable. Okay, I see what you're saying here.
Yes. Yeah. And the main characters were interchangeable for us, of course. Anyways, if we actually want to,
But we have
maybe
to take care of those 2 guards in the front.
yeah. What are the odds we can
Attract him.
take them out quick and quiet? I mean, every time they have to replace those guards, it's not like they're manufacturing guards these days. They have to replace them from their existing inventory.
What if we could lead them away from their post?
That's not a bad idea either. There's a lot of good ideas, guys.
Okay, so I'm not too sure
I
how
like the tree
to.
idea.
I love the tree idea. We got to get rid of those guards. I could maybe kill one from up here with my bow.
Maybe.
There's a decent chance that I could kill one from up here with my bow.
Oh,
I just want to let you know, Sorvin, that's about 400 feet.
Not from here. I would circle around to where I still have. Okay, actually, I'll ask. Is it possible? So, like, if I'm like here or just above them, shooting down on them,
Yeah.
right? Because I know like this is like 100 feet.
Yeah, it's like 100 feet. Yeah.
So not from me. I don't mean from here.
Well, hold on.
But
the A squared is. No, I'm just kidding.
okay, all right, okay. That does leave, however, the other guard that we have to deal with. If I shoot the first, maybe it causes a panic, maybe it causes a scramble, but it also probably causes people to start waking up.
Right. It'd be
I
a
think-
similar effect if we dropped a flaming tree on them.
I think if we convince them to leave their post, that would be the easiest.
How would we do
We
that?
just need to come up with the story. Maybe Butcher here needs help carrying a carcass. Something.
Can we dig up your friend?
No.
So it's a
Yikes.
fake carcass, and we jump these guys. We set
Lead
up an
them
ambush
away.
on the outside. You saw how scary these guys can be. It would be incredibly foolish for these guards to leave their post for any matter, because they come back unoccupied. They're dead. Lang and Frulam are ruthless. I think getting these guys off their post is going to be a lot harder than just saying, hey, come help me out. We could try it.
It's worth a shot than fighting them right in the opening.
Okay, so let's do that then. I'll walk
Alright.
up, and we'll set an ambush.
It was just a. It doesn't have to be you to lead them away. I was just throwing an idea out there.
Well, I think that's the most believable, unless you can be not Lang again and order them away?
I mean, I could. It's just I'm essentially exhausting a spell for something for 2 no-name guards. Fairly powerful spell. It's my only concern.
Yeah.
If I could do it, if this leads more into something and I can make use of this disguise further, then I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we could do that. But just for these 2,
Well, what would cause you to lose the disguise?
well, nothing will cause me to lose the disguise, but my spell casting is, especially higher level spells like this, are, more limited. I can't just cast them nonstop. Is my point.
No, absolutely. So, what if we have you order the guards away? Have you order the guards to come help me? The both of us can go in. We have a body to get back in there. We ambush these guys, and then we can still use. If you're still looking like your brother, then we can still use that to infiltrate deeper into the cave.
Well, that's one of the suggestions I offered earlier. So is that the one we're going with, or?
Yeah, I think the best order of operations here would be to obviously deal with these guards, sneak in, either invisible or disguised, whatever it may be, and then we go from there. We either grab information and get out, or if we have to fight, we have to fight, and maybe they're not expecting a fight from us the way that we are. So maybe we get, an initial blow on them if they are still sleeping.
Well, again, I don't want to go much further than Frulam's office.
I agree. I'm with you on that.
So in that case, yeah, we could do that. We could also maybe make Boris invisible, and he can follow me. So if something were to happen, he can get an upper hand on attack, potentially.
Yeah, I feel like once we're past that first layer of guards, we probably want to have somebody invisible to at least, make calls as to where we go. We can keep you as Lang, but keep a heads up in case the actual Lang is around the corner. And we can make our moves from there. But we'll have to move very quickly. We'll have to make decisions as we inspect each room. We're going to have a limited time for both the invisibility and the disguise. So I think we got a good move. We got an invisible person. We got somebody they trust, and then we've got somebody like a fake Lang. I think we've got the best of a lot of worlds.
Well, I guess that's what we're going with, yeah.
I think so.
Let's do it.
I think we get plans A and B, or B and C rather.
Yeah, B and C.
Yeah.
B and E.
Okay, so I'm assuming Boris will go invisible, follow me, trail me. And
Well,
how about you
me-
guys?
Wait, we're killing these guards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to save. If Boris goes invisible right now, how useful is he going to be to the group
No, not right
in
now.
taking down these
He's
guards?
not going down right now. He's not
Okay.
going invisible now. We'll determine that after.
So Dragon
yeah.
Man and I are headed in, as not Lang and the Butcher.
Yeah. You know what?
You two set up shop for an ambush.
I'm realizing it might actually be better if I give Boris it might be better if I give Boris the cultist uniform and I go invisible, because he's going to keep coming in and out of invisibility, and that's going to wear us out pretty quick. But we can take fights without me coming out of invisibility.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be weird if, when you were working there, were you hanging around my brother a lot at all, ever?
No, unfortunately, just peon.
Would it not be weird if Frulam sees me just walking with you again? Suddenly we're best friends, almost.
Well, that's given Frulam steps outside the cave. right? Because the guards are on the outside, right, Simo?
2 of them.
Well, you
Two
said
of
you're coming in with me. Did you not? After the guards.
I mean, we're all going in, right?
Well, one's
So-
disguised, one's invisible, and then I'm not sure
And
what we do
I'm-
with you.
I'm just the butcher headed back to my area, I guess, for lack of better term, if we get caught. If not, then
Well, I think what we can do as an excuse is if we happen to run into Frulam and we need an excuse, we can pretend I took you off for questioning,
sure.
and now you're going back to your post.
Sure. Yeah, I think that works.
Okay, then that's the story we'll go with.
All right, let's go lure these fucking guards out.
Or if the rope's still there.
I don't remember what you guys did with it. I think you didn't do anything with it.
We didn't do anything with it.
So the rope is still there.
Okay.
Well,
Well, we don't need to go down the rope if I'm just going to be walking in as my brother, do we? That would be kind of weird.
True.
I think what we should do is sneak in closer to that hut, cast the spells, get in positions, and then I just walk over. Tell the guards some excuse, get them out of there. Assuming you guys want to kill them, should I lead them to a specific area for the ambush?
Just off to the side, I think. Just
Well, what
not-
we can do is maybe behind the major tents. You guys can stay there, and I can tell them to go somewhere in that vicinity.
Sure.
You guys can finish them off.
Yeah.
Or maybe inside the tents.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's been going in and out of there, so
Okay, so let's do inside the tents, maybe, if we can sneak in.
sure.
Are you following the guards back, or are you just telling them to come help me? Like, you're coming back with us towards the ambush?
That's a good question. Should we? I don't think they need our help, but I think we should all probably go in together after the guards are done.
Yes, everybody in. I think I wait a few feet back from you, and you say, hey, go help the scrawny bird butcher with the body outside of the camp. And then
Sure.
they just walk up to me. We're set up for the ambush. You can do not laying things hanging out by the front of the cave. And then that way your hands aren't too sticky in the situation.
Well, I can come in, but I just won't be doing the killing, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Agreed.
That's an issue. However, it's just what happens after that, I think, is the problem.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
It'll be a bit of a time limit, but it's true. All right. So should we make our way to that tent?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
okay. So no one's invisible yet.
No. We're going to sneakily try to get into that number 2 tent.
But I am gonna dress up like a cultist.
Let me just-
I think if you tell them if they dispute leaving their post, because maybe they think that you're just testing them or something of the sort, maybe you offer and say, go help the butcher. I'll hang here for a second. Because I feel like, again, asking them to leave their post is
Not if it's
You know what?
Frulam asking them. Oh, sorry, Lang.
true.
I'll figure something out if that becomes an issue.
We get the SAF token as our indicator. Okay.
So we need to be set up like here. Because they need to be walking far away from the entrance.
I think the idea is we want to sneak into that number 2 tents. And that's going to be our base of operation, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I guess. That's just, hey, that's awfully close.
We'll be alright.
How far is it from Is it like actually 15 feet or no?
No, it's
No,
about
it'd
200
be-
feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's plenty.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't echo through the cave, we'll be okay.
Nice.
Okay, so I'll say you guys make it to about here, kind of like the first little cluster of tents, and I'll let you kind of freestyle from here how you want to continue forward.
I want to avoid lit areas, both metaphorically and literally. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Didn't know you were cool like that.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you're
I
chill
see
like
it-
that, bro.
If I see anyone getting crunk, I'm gonna avoid them. Can I make a perception check for crunk?
Sure. Make a roll perception check.
What do we got? It's a 15.
It's not very lit right now.
Okay. Good. Good.
Literally and metaphorically.
All right. Nobody's making TikToks out here.
No.
Okay, let's make our way forward, man.
Sneaking to that tent, yeah.
Okay, if there's sneaking involved, let's get a group stealth-aroni. Pepperoni.
Ooh,
That plus
it's
sneak,
starting to turn.
Stealth plus 1.
Starting, we're like more than halfway done this session.
Okay.
16, 20,
I rolled a
Oh,
16.
beautiful. 18.
16, 18. Okay.
Nice, good rolls.
The calm of the night just makes it so easy. Sorvin's really the only one worried about the overcast clouds, thinking that the 11% chance is going to rain on him, but he's pretty...
Weighs down my feathers.
You guys managed to get into the tent, from what you feel like, unseen.
And there's
Okay.
nobody in here.
And
I'm gonna
So-
take a extra second just to pad around on the carpet. I know we are on the. I know we had already done that.
Got
like,
suspicious
kind
on
of
that
looking-
carpet.
Well, because specifically just because Boris explicitly talked about it now, so I'm gonna start just like kind of.
I already did that, remember? But okay, but you haven't seen it.
Yeah, so not full force, but I'm gonna like kind of stomp around, seeing if there's any inconsistencies on basically the whole rug.
grass underneath.
Okay.
You notice a couple of like just deeper footprints, deeper set footprints. But nothing like stands out to you as like, this is suspicious.
Okay. All right.
So
Let's,
actually, if I happen to run into Fulom as I'm disguised as my brother, what do we do exactly then? Do we do a surprise attack? Do I like what's the game plan exactly? Actually, like what do I?
tell
what
her
do I
there's
do?
something important over here that she alone needs to see. That would be
Where's over
incredible.
here in the tent?
In the tent.
So you guys aren't coming in then to the cave.
Well, we're talking right now, right?
Yeah, right now. Oh yeah, no. Once we kill these two guards, we're all going in.
Right.
Yeah. So if you see her right now, then
No, I meant in the cave.
oh, well, we'll be together at that point.
But I'm saying,
Like, we're
are
gonna
we
have
fighting?
we're
Or
gonna
am
have
I
an
just
Well, no,
talking?
you're not going first. There's going to be an invisible scout ahead of you.
Right, but the plan is to get into her office and get all the information we can, maybe notes, whatever.
Yeah.
Assuming she's in there, we can't just walk in, take it, and leave.
Right.
Ideally, she would be sleeping.
You never know with Furlong.
True.
Or the
Well,
person that's
let's-
invisible can just go in and yoink.
Well, let's get past phase 1, and we'll figure that out. And
Well,
as I
the
say,
thing is okay. Well, okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to tap on my drum and cast bardic inspiration on you.
On me, okay.
Yeah.
What does that do again? Sorry.
So at this level, I think it's the same. Basically, for any d20 that you roll, any skill check or attack roll, you can add a d6. Yeah,
Once.
once.
Okay.
Within the next 10 minutes.
Well, see, my issue is if we don't figure that out now, once we start initiating this plan and we're inside, we're not going to be able to just stop and talk.
Well,
Which
if
is
we
why I
have-
want to make sure we understand what we're doing.
If we have a scout, go ahead. we can stay in a safe spot, and they can tell us what's ahead, and we can adjust. At least that's what I thought we were going with. That's plan B and C right there.
Right, but you never know what Frulam is doing. What if Frulam happens to be walking around the cave? I'm just saying, if we just happen to run into her in the cave unexpectedly,
I think there's.
are we fighting, or am I just talking her off? That's
We'll
my
try
question.
we can try to talk her off, but then we switch to plan A.
Yeah.
The whole
Okay.
point is stealth first.
So avoid fighting unless absolutely necessary.
We're going in with B and C. If we see Frulam, we go to B. And then if Frulam doesn't like B, we go to A. We're going B, C, B, A.
BCBA.
Got it. Understood.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Makes sense. All right. You guys are ready to initiate the plan of BCBA?
Yes.
Up, down, left, right. Let's go.
All right.
So
So I'll cast Disguise Self. as
hold
well.
on, hold on. Before that,
Sure.
Tanner, I know that on Wednesdays you like a nice little break. So is that something that would you like a break right now?
I'm chilling. No, I'm chilling.
Okay. I just want to
Yeah.
check in. I remember on Wednesdays.
I appreciate you. No, I appreciate you.
If not that, then we're just gonna carry on for the rest of the session. Just an hour and 10 left. So
Cool.
that's what we're gonna do. Just wanted to check in with you. All right. So you cast Disguise Self on yourself, Purnash, and you really start to turn and morph into and look like your brother.
Okay. So who's going invisible?
We are gonna have to figure that out. I thought it would be better for me, that way Boris can fight.
Okay, well, I have a limited time on the spell, so I want to go and get the guards in here. You guys figure that out. And by the time I get back, hopefully you have it figured out.
Okay.
So before
right.
you leave, Kurnosh, just how do you guys want to be situated in this tent?
I would like to. Is there any items?
Just bedrolls. And rugs. Bedrolls and rugs. So I'm gonna say while this setup is happening, Karnash, you're walking over. I'm just gonna deal with how they set up, and then we're just imagining you're walking over to that front cave.
Yeah, and I'm walking with Sorvin.
So yeah, I'm there. For how are we getting them into the tent now?
DCBA.
Well, we were going to tell them that you need help carrying a carcass back into the cave
From the
to
tent.
slaughter from the tents, somewhere around the tents, in the tents. Carcasses in the tents. I'm
Okay.
fucking Lancre Joe, so they're not going to question that. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
So yes, I'm following left and abreast.
okay, cool. Back to left and abreast, Cronin and Boris. How are you guys setting
The
up?
the opening flap of the tent.
Yeah.
I'd like to, if I can, like maybe tie it up to like the top, and then so it creates kind of like a barrier, almost like when you open a door and you hide behind it. I kind of want to
Oh, I see.
tie
Okay,
it up.
and you're gonna hide behind it
Yes, with Boris.
with Borissimo. Okay, give me
Yes.
a sleight of my hand.
Today, we're doing all right. 30-20 again, back to back.
20. You guys are, even you're a little bit impressed with Boris's size and his ability to be able to kind of squeeze into this little nook that you've created. You kind of just have this moment of like, damn, I'm good. Okay. Teleporting over to this other group, Kurnosh and Sorvin. You're marching towards the entrance of the cave, and you see two guards before you.
Okay. So how far am I away from them right now?
I'd say you're walking. You're about 100 feet.
Okay, I'll walk until I'm like pretty close to them, like I don't know, maybe 15 feet or something like that, 20 feet, something.
Okay.
Closer.
What is the spell DC on Disguise Self?
If they want to like look at it or whatever. Creature can use an action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence check against your spell save DC, which is 13.
I wasn't doing that before, but we learn.
It says can use. That's assuming they suspect
Well,
me.
it's if they
That's only
if
they
they
suspect
use
me.
their action.
Suspect. I see.
If
So they don't
they're
suspect me.
curi-
So they have no reason to
they're
suspect me. Then they
questioning
wouldn't.
your
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's a good point. That's a good point.
That'd be a shit spell.
Okay, so you get approach, and one of the guards, he kind of says, halt, halt. Hello, sir. They both kind of like at attention.
How much longer do you guys have on your shift?
Just an hour, sir.
Perfect. Our butcher over here, Sorvin, he needs help. There's a carcass back there. We need to bring it in. I'm busy with my own stuff, so I need you guys to go over there to the tents, the big one, help him out, bring it in.
Persuasion.
Yeah, well, I have a good persuasion though.
Not if you're rolling that one.
Not for all a shit fucking number though. Beautiful. It's a nat 20.
Okay.
25.
All right. 25.
Oh,
And so, one of the guards, both of us, sir.
Yes, both of you.
And,
It's a heavy one. It's a big one.
and what about the post, sir?
I'll stay here for now until you get back. Make it quick.
And he nods, and he looks towards the other guy, gives him a nod too, and they start marching over towards the tent. And Sorvin, you join them, correct?
Yeah, but I'm like waving them and then like walking up to the front of the tent and yeah, it's in here. And then have them kind of go in ahead of me.
Okay. Cronin and Boris,
Yes.
you hear Sorvin on the outside of the tent. Hey guys, in here.
Yeah, wow, you guys look so strong. You're gonna make this so easy. It's right in here.
And two figures start to walk into the tent.
I got my hand on Boris's shoulder here.
Okay.
I can feel his blood pulsing
Oh.
in his back.
Boris,
you want me to go?
hold on, Boris.
Oh, yeah.
You feel his hand on your shoulder,
Yep.
and you see two figures kind of just walk right past you, very slowly, and they're just kind of looking around. Carcass? I don't see anything in here.
Gonna give him a shove.
I'm gonna raise my axe just preemptively before he shoves me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come in blades wheeling.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a swing.
So you guys get a surprise attack. So that I believe that is a roll at advantage. So we'll start with Boris.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I actually just need to look.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna delete this really quick.
No.
You missed.
A 7 and a 1.
You missed.
What would I roll with this? A 3 and a 12. Plus strength.
And so once with the commotion inside, I would have been readying my bow to shoot.
So you want a
this.
surprise? You want a surprise attack as well?
Yeah, I want to shoot the dude in the back. I'd have been like whoever the second guy was.
Here's some. Make a kebab.
Yeah.
out
So
of
you
them.
can get an advantage attack as well.
Okay.
And so sorry, Cronin. What was your first? Because I think you're dual wielding. You're gonna sauce them up too. You're gonna.
Yeah, I would have attacked the one that Boris didn't. So Boris, I got a 13, by the way.
Boris got a 13. Yeah, that hits.
Oh. Then my Ugh. With advantage. Oh wait, no, I have a 14 to hit. 14 to hit.
That's gonna hit. And Sorvin.
I rolled a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that might.
Okay.
Just a little tap.
And with my bow, actually, my advantage at this range with my bow would be a normal roll.
It would just be
Or
advantage.
no?
It would be advantage. Yeah, it's a
But I just
surprise
mean, like,
attack. It's a
Yeah, but the
surprise attack.
distance with the bow.
What's the, you're fine.
If
You're
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah, you're like 10,
Okay,
You're like
20.
20, 30 feet away from them. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Okay, so 23, and I rolled 9
oh,
damage.
because it's a longbow.
Because I have a longbow.
What's the data on it? Like, what's the?
150 by 600.
Yeah, so it would be just a normal roll. You're actually right.
Okay, so my normal roll would have been an 18 to hit. So still hits, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to put
Oh,
that
that's-
out there.
dude, yeah,
I'm gonna clarify something for you guys. It's still with advantage. Anything 150 or less, he rolls normally. Anything from 155 to 600, he
That
would roll
disadvantage.
at disadvantage.
Okay.
So he still rolls.
So is that it's not like a spell. Like if I'm in melee range, I don't get disadvantage shooting my bow in
You
melee
do.
range.
You do.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like for
Only
this
melee, though.
instance,
You're not in melee though. 5
Okay.
feet is melee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said,
as long as
he
I'm
said
more
you're
than
like
5
20
feet.
feet away.
okay. I
Sure
didn't
did.
hear that, so that's my fault. Okay, so either way, I hit for 9 damage on the bad guy.
Give me one
I didn't
second.
roll damage yet.
These motherfuckers.
So your damage rolls are nuts.
So I did a total of 11 damage with both my attacks. If the 12 hits. Actually, sorry, does a 12 hit?
A 12 hits.
Okay,
Oh.
so then 11 damage. I do 11 total.
I
Nice.
also lied. I did 11 damage as well.
Splatter.
Sorry.
What are these guards? 12 hits?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll start with Boris. Sauce him up.
Okay.
Give me a description. So they
Ooh.
walk in. Oh, there's no carcass here.
I'm chopping his head off
Okay.
You are the carcass.
So
right in front of our new.
so
member.
he's just kind of like looking around. Doesn't even catch from his periphery this dark, strong, masculine, handsome,
Hell yeah.
tall. Did I say
6'8".
strong? 6'8". Chops his head off. The guy beside him looks in horror as Cronin lurks down. How do you wanna describe this?
Oh, chop chop. Well, I'm just gonna give him the old slicey dicey, cross the back, and then the second one in through the side of the rib cage. How do we feel about that?
He just looks in horror
That's pretty good.
as he sees his friend's head literally fly off into a corner of the tent, and he feels these guttural stabs in his back, and he turns to look, and he sees Sorvin just holding the bow. Sorvin, how do you want to add to this sauce?
Okay, so all right, so mine is just gonna be, so as I'm like drawing back the bow, the arrowhead starts to kind of glow like faintly purple, and the arrow just sticks into his head, and he has like visions of like horrible nightmares,
Wow.
just like it because it's psychic damage. So there's like mind scarring. As he's getting stabbed, he's also just like life flash before your eyes, but it's the worst.
Okay.
life
So I'll
you
say
can live.
Cronin comes in, a couple of slices, and then he kind of just like, oh, he feels the life leaving out of him, and he turns to look to see like who's behind him. And the last thing he can see before he falls is you, but you start to turn into this caricature, this demon that's bigger
Yeah.
than what he can see. And then there's tendrils that are climbing into the tent, and they're coming towards him, and he just faints and he plops over.
Yeah.
And you have two
Well,
dead
that's-
guards in a tent.
That's step one, right?
maybe we could have captured one and not just outright killed him, but it's not a bad step one.
Well, hindsight is 2020.
That's true. You're right. All right. Well, shall we continue?
Do these guards look like the ones we fought the first time we came into the cave? Like the other ones had like armor, like, you know.
Make investigation check. I don't know, bro. Beats you.
Maybe.
All right, I'm gonna take one of the rugs and I'm just gonna try and put it over both of them.
Okay, sounds good.
So now there's definitely something on that rug.
Yeah, there's. I knew there was something under there. Okay. Well, let's carry on.
Yeah. Wait, am I going
Is it-
invisible now?
Yeah. Is it who's doing the
Or
disappearing act?
who's yeah.
So my thought was, really, I'm just trying to think of
You
who's gonna.
you scout ahead and I stay behind and you tell us if it's clear.
Yeah, because you've got the big old axe, and as soon as you swing that, you're gonna be coming out of there. However, I do have something for you, and I will just hand him my cultist gear.
Does it? I'm gonna like size it up to me.
Not
No.
great. Well, hold on. How tall am I here? What am I looking at?
I'm not that. I am 6 foot.
Bro,
I'm 5'10". It's a 2-inch.
Cronin, you're on day 1 of the gym. Boris is
Yeah,
on
I'm like-
day 500.
All right. Were either one of these guards on the ground relatively buffy? Oof.
What did
You
you,
look
give
great.
me? A cape and a mask?
Yeah. Like a robe. Like a robe.
Yeah.
A robe. So there's no cape. Like I couldn't just tie it and let it have like a small cape.
No, but you could take one of the ones on the ground and double it up as use the rope as a cape.
Well, I don't know if they have what they are wearing. Because I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's fair. There's no real superheroes amongst cultists, am I right?
Can I try and put the mask on?
Sure. Yeah, it seems to fit all right.
I'm just gonna wear the mask.
Okay.
And if it by robe, do you mean it just like goes over your shoulders like that? Like it's like a It's like a bathrobe,
Hugh
but
Hefner
it's-
robe. Yeah, like a Hugh.
okay.
And it doesn't fit great.
Am I gonna be like restrained if I put it on?
Yeah, your arms don't even slide through the.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
2Ds to wear the robe,
Yeah,
essentially.
he's too deep. He's too strong. It's a compliment for us.
I'm. Does it have like a tie thing up here?
You can't
can
fit
you-
your arm into the.
No, I
slot.
know, but does it have like
He
can
wants
I
to wear
tie
it like Little Red
I want
Riding.
to wear it like a cape.
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
It looks odd. It looks
Yeah.
extremely odd.
I'm just gonna put the mask on and tie it to my neck, and it's just gonna
Yeah.
drape.
You look like a 7-year-old who's doing his first Halloween right now. Like
You look just like all the other ones, buddy. You look good.
All right.
I guess I could shrink you, but that would not be a good use of that.
No.
All right. Let's let her rip.
Off we go.
And as I step out, I'll cast invisibility on myself. Kurnosh, I'll say to him as we're kind of making our way, I'll say, I'm going to specifically tap you on the shoulder so you know that it's me. So just be ready for that and don't freak out.
Sounds good. Wait, do I see Boris coming out like that already?
Yes.
They got exited the thing, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, you just stood and watched. You
Yeah,
saw
I
an
chilled,
arrow
sort
kind
of,
of
yeah.
just go.
Okay, well, as I see Boris, I'll be like, what the fuck is that? There's no way you actually think that's gonna work, right? Come on, what the fuck?
He's a new recruit.
You're muted, by the way.
Well, I'm not going first. It's just a distraction, if anything.
Well, it is a distraction. I'll fucking give you that, but I don't know if it's a good kind of distraction. Is the issue? I don't think
Well,
anyone's gonna believe it.
They won't believe if it's just me standing there either. It's worth a shot. We have a scout.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This makes me a little more worried, but
Yeah.
well, yes, I guess that's. I don't know how we explain this one. I'll be completely honest. If Rulam sees this shit, I'm telling you right now, she's not gonna be.
How would you explain if it's just me?
Well, I'm surprised you're not the one that's invisible. I guess is the issue here.
Well, I won't be proceeding forward without the clear, unless we avert to Plan A.
Are you just
So
gonna
I'll
be standing out
staying
here?
behind. No, I'll just be staying in the darkness behind, waiting for the all clear. I'm just
What's
there for backup.
What's Frulam's race again? Is she human?
From what you can gather, a human.
Okay, humans don't have night vision or anything, right? So, all right. Well, I mean, in
Night vision
D&D.
goggles.
All right, well, Boris, I really hope you know what the fuck you are doing, because I'm not gonna lie, it's a little cringe.
Okay, this is what we do. We're the guards. Boris, you stand there. I'll stand here. Not Lang, excuse me. You just look inconspicuous if anybody's coming out. You're talking with us. Boris, act cool. I'll act cool. And we wait for Cronin.
All right, are we going in? That's it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
We
Let's
as in
go.
Cronin.
Frank, what's the plan?
Hey, Frank,
I
you're
thought-
going in, right? You're our scout, right?
Okay, I'm going
I
in.
thought you were going
Okay,
in like
Frank's going in.
The game is paused.
Okay, so we're just waiting out here for now.
Yeah,
The
yeah, we're
game
just
is
hanging out
paused.
until he scouts it
All
out.
right, go scout her up, buddy.
I would like to ask that while we're here, that everybody just stays put here. I wish I could lock you guys, but I can't.
I'll stay put. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
All right, Cronin, Mr. Invisible, Mr. Magical, take us away.
Before I go, I'm just gonna ask the crew one thing. You say, if I can isolate Frulon and bring her out here, do we want to do that?
If there's a 99% chance you can do it by yourself.
You want to isolate Frulam, like bring her back here? Yeah.
If I can.
How would you do that invisible?
There's one trick potentially, but I'm not gonna do it if it's not 100%.
I think that's our best shot
Well,
at taking down one of the big wigs.
if you can bring her here by herself entirely, 100%, no noise, no issues. I mean, sounds like a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna take off.
Sprinting, right?
Stomping, actually.
Banging.
Stomp the yard, bro.
Stomping and hollering.
Okay.
Simo, you stop me when.
All right. You're
he's
walking
going.
about. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight to where I saw Furlong before, but I'm gonna creep my way there.
Okay, so I'll say you can get to about the tea before I have to give you some sauce. You know the tea that I'm talking about?
He's fucking
This one?
gone.
Oh, this one down here?
Yeah. Okay, so stop right about here.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check with advantage for me, please.
Come on, Frank.
2 nat ones.
You have inspiration.
12.
Oh.
Okay. Sounds above 10 at least.
Yeah, it's double digits.
You start to slink your way into this passageway. Upon first notice, you do not notice the guard that was just hanging out, passed out, drunk, in this room up ahead. your left, your direct left. And actually, I should probably. You do not notice a guard. What you can hear is like a slight quiet conversation. Very close.
Coming from the west or the south?
From the south.
Okay.
You can hear a slight conversation. Feels like 20 feet away. Very
Okay.
close.
I'm gonna
And-
peek.
And
Yeah.
you hear various snores
Okay.
kind of echoing, pinging off the walls.
Is it a hushed conversation?
Yes.
I'm gonna lean peek.
Okay.
Hup. Oh, hup. Hup. I'm stuck. Hup. There we go. Okay.
Three guards playing cards.
I'm gonna just briefly check this room if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Scoot.
Not much. You do see off to this left side here by this box, a little bit of puke.
I see. This is just storage though, mostly boxes, crates.
If you want to take a closer look, you can do that. But it's up to you.
Just from here.
It just looks like boxes.
I'll head back this way. I'm gonna take a step forward. And I'm gonna take another step forward.
Okay. So from here, I'm just gonna do this so you can. Oops, sorry, Jesus. I have to go to each one.
Okay.
Well, that'll.
I get the gist. Yeah.
Anybody that's out of bed is asleep. Even this guy here.
Okay.
And these three guards are wide awake playing game.
Okay. Are the ones that are awake, do they have weapons on them?
Sheath. So like
Sheathed.
not
Okay.
in their hand, but along their side, like that.
I'd like to creep past them
Okay.
very, very slowly.
Okay. We're gonna do another stealth check here. With advantage. They are trying to be quiet, and so are you.
15.
15. For a split second, this guy kind of just like looks over his shoulder, and you just like Pink Panther. He grumbles and looks back to the death.
I'm gonna carry on.
I'm gonna let you move from here.
I see that, right?
You can vaguely see a figure in the room over there. From this angle,
No.
the figure is lying on a bed.
Piva.
I just want to know what else I'm looking at in here.
Okay. Let me go over here. So what you see in this chamber, obviously there's a lot going on in here based on what is visually represented in Foundry, but at least what you can very obviously see. Table, maps, various desks and stools, wardrobes that contain certain things, kind of all kind of scattered about, papers. There are various oil lamps that kind of illuminate the chamber. Um, this in the bottom right corner is just another like wardrobe. It's not like a big chest or something like that.
Okay.
You do notice 2 chests up above though.
Okay.
Those are indeed chests. But yeah, there's just papers scattered everywhere. Pretty much 2
Okay.
main desks. Everything else is like some sort of bookshelf or a wardrobe.
Okay. I would like to step to avoiding stepping on any of these like circular things or the rug or anything. I'm gonna step in between the gaps and I'm just gonna make my way up as close as I need to be to confirm who that is.
Okay, so from this angle, you can see a body lying on its side, blanket covered, facing towards you, eyes closed. And it looks like Frulam.
The temptation is so real. I won't do it. I'm going to just take a brief look. I'm particularly interested in this desk here and this one. I just want to see if something looks relatively like important, like research work or anything that's been written that is distinctly important looking or anything like that.
Are you gonna like walk up to a desk or are you gonna
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, like I just kind of want to like lean in.
Okay. So what you see on the table before you, this one,
Mhm.
your first kind of lean in, spread across the table is a map of Greenest. And sorry, not a complete map of Greenest, like a smaller version of the Sword Coast. But Greenest is kind of like at the center of the map. It shows
Okay.
various other villages surrounding Greenest, and large X's cross through. Greenest has a giant red circle surrounding it, and now it has an X through it as well. There is an arrow that points towards the west. And on a separate sheet of paper by the map, there is kind of like a ledger of notes, just little scribbles here and there. And the main thing that kind of stands out to you is you kind of skim the note. You're kind of just like reading through, like it's like, it'll say like this many kobolds hired for this, and like just like different kind of pieces of information surrounding the Greenest attack. You get to the bottom, to the most recent entry into the sheet, and it says, everything must be freighted north to Naertar. Rezimir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. And that is kind of like the last entry. Amongst the other papers, not really, just kind of like scribbles, some sort of runic attempts at something. You could tell that it's not very sharp, it's not very clean. And you actually find some pretty, like, you're kind of like shuffling through the paper, a little piece of paper stands out to you. You find like a really horribly rhythmic poem about dragons. Like it's a horrible poem. Like it's
I'm
Can
gonna
you read it
take
to us?
I'll write one for you. I don't have one right now. But...
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look behind me down that hallway at the guards playing cards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide my backpack off of one arm, keep it on the other, open it, and then while looking still back, just to make sure nobody's looking, I'm gonna take that paper and stick it in my backpack.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Easy.
Love that.
It's in. It slips right in.
Okay.
You don't have
Love
to worry
that.
too much about
Try it
it.
in, dude.
Love that.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna head back. I'll just go all the way back.
We're gonna do one more final stealth check advantage for you to make it back.
No shot, 2 fucking nat ones right now.
No, that's
Frank, you better-
impossible. That's literally impossible.
I rolled a 2 and a 3, which brings me up to a total of 5.
It's not a nat one, at least.
It's not an out one.
Pretty
Could be
bad.
worse.
Okay.
I will use my inspiration for a 15.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You make your way past the guards again. An intense game. Cards on the table.
I'm going out.
And you pass them with ease.
Okay. And I'll head back. I'll tap Kurnosh, like I said, tap him on the shoulder, and then staying invisible, I'm gonna pull out that sheet of paper and hand it to them. And I'm just gonna kind of excitedly exclaim, Frulam is asleep, as are most of the guards. There are 3 playing cards, and there are, oof, Jesus Christ, what did I see? About 10 sleeping. But Frulam is asleep. I'll be honest with you, I was very tempted to slit her throat as she lay there, but I realized that probably wouldn't have been the greatest idea.
It was a
We can
smart
hear
choice
this
you
as
made.
well, right?
What's that?
Yeah, he's talking to us.
Yeah,
We
I'm
can-
talking to all you.
Okay, sorry.
So what's this paper?
Just something I found. There's a whole lot in there,
And you-
including notes talking about treasure that they've got, pearls and rings and things like that. And there's 2 chests next to her bed. Man, are we ever gonna need to get in there?
So would you say this is enough information? We can go to what's the major city? El.
Altero.
El Terrell.
We can go to El Toral, or would you think that there's more
I th-
information we should get?
I think there's a lot more information in her head, and if we can get that, that would be great. Right, Boris?
I'm pretty good at getting people's heads.
That's what I thought. She's got the winner's heart.
She has it?
If
You
you
saw it?
if I use a wisdom saving spell on someone when they're sleeping, that's not like disadvantage, right?
a wisdom what?
If I use like a charm person or suggestion as she's sleeping on her, does that give a disadvantage or some shit?
You mean
On her roll?
Oh, I see.
Her saving
I
throw.
think Frank's literally googling that right now as I speak.
I think you automatically fail.
Oh,
Wow. Well, let's see. Well, that's interesting.
You definitely automatically fail Dex and Strength saves. 100%. I'm not sure about Wisdom.
Should we double check that? Because that would change potentially what I want to do next. Because that, I mean, that's pretty big if it fails automatically.
mm-hmm.
And I can cast spells while being invisible and shit, right? And disguised and all that bullshit. Assuming it's not
As
concentration.
long as it's not concentration yet.
Disguise is not concentration. I can walk in there as Langy and suggestion her ass. Or charm person her ass. That's pretty pockies.
True.
That's pretty big actually. Assuming it's instant success for me. Anything?
Trying
Did
to
you find anything?
I'm trying to. I think they still get to make the saving throw normally if it's
Really?
Wisdom or Intelligence. Yeah.
Wisdom, saving throw, sleeping target. Oh, do sleeping targets get saving throws?
They take the other ones as normal. Yeah.
How do they?
Yeah. So Dex and Strength, you fail, but the other ones are normal.
That's unfortunate. The wisdom's normal. Fuck me. That's actually unlucky. Okay. All right, so are we getting out of here? Or are we gonna try to take advantage of this scenario somehow? You said there's some guards still awake, right?
There's 3.
It'd be hard to get them out of the picture without making noise.
Well,
Unless.
that's what you're pretty good at, right, Kurnosh? Lang, sorry, Lang.
So far it's been good, but you know, you can only continue winning so many times. I'm just saying.
Seems
the
like
only
it wins
issue-
every time.
I mean, for now, until it isn't. The only issue is if I go in there and try to do it again, and let's say they don't believe me for whatever reason, then I'm, essentially alone in there, surrounded by guards potentially as well. Furlong maybe wakes up. It's gonna be kind of hard to get out. It's a very risky play. But even if we were to kill the guards, then what?
Winter's Heart.
Step closer.
True. Did you see the Winter's Heart there by any chance?
Did I see it, Simo?
We do know for long.
Yes, I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Inside check.
I did.
We
I mean, I could do an inside check on that technically.
Yeah, you can. You can.
we do know Furlong carries it. We were told.
Natural 20 inside check. 24 total.
Frank did
13.
not roll.
So
Guess
yeah,
I'm not bullshitting.
you kind of, you're like, you're not really sure if Krona is telling the truth about the Winter's Heart.
For some reason, I don't believe you on that. I feel like Furlong wouldn't just leave it laying around like that. Honestly,
I just want to make sure. She killed your family, right?
she did. She was part of it.
So she's got a different kind of heart that you're interested in.
That is correct. The heart is only for the dragon, the other one. However, yeah, like I said, if we can go in there and kill her right now, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't want to die in the process of it. If you have a way that we can do it without dying, I'm all for it.
It'd be like
When
Lord,
do we fight?
Also, good question.
it'd be like
If not now, go ahead.
it could be like Lord of the Rings style, you know, like in the Prancing Pony, when
Look.
the wraiths come in and they start
Yeah.
stabbing the pillows and
Right.
stuff.
Like I said, I'm all for going in there and killing her. But if we don't have an actual plan to make this happen without us dying in the process, then is it really worth it? I'm just trying to be the logical one here.
I mean, did you find out any of the battle plans or anything? What their next steps are? Because again, if we're not feeling up for it right now, we can just meet them in the next place, right?
Yeah, I didn't see anything like that.
Well, it's now or never, I guess. If that's how you guys feel about it.
Look,
I'm
what we
always
can do. Wait, is invisibility a concentration that is fuck?
Yeah.
Well, what we can do if you really want is we can go in there. I can talk to the guards. We can sneak into Fulam's room and we can try killing her in her sleep. But what happens after that? Who knows?
BCA,
What?
or was it BCBA?
BCBA.
BCBA.
BCBA. Yeah.
Oh, we're adding D to that, I guess.
This is our chance. This could be our only chance to get Fulam. She's
Could be.
cornered.
This could be the only one. Could be a lot more in the future. You just never know. Look, if you guys want to do it. But we cannot fight the guards. We have to get past the guards. If we fight the guards, too much noise, she wakes up. So we'll have to get past the guards. Again, I'm disguised as Lang. We have the butcher. We have the worst disguised, whatever the hell Boris is. And you're invisible.
Hmm.
We can take our chances. If it doesn't play out, well, we'll see what happens. But believe me, I want her dead more than you do.
If we kill Frulam, is that not going to wake anybody else up?
We'll have to kill her in her sleep. They'll be quiet. Slit her throat.
Okay, for the sake of playing Dungeons and Dragons and metagaming, I don't think you can just one-shot somebody like that.
I don't know. Yeah, how does that work? Can you just slit someone's throat like that? I don't
You
know.
just get
you made it.
advantage. You just get advantage, right?
Yeah, that's all it does.
But if there's like 3 of you advantaging on top of her.
Whoa. Whoa.
Including Boris's fucking big dick hits. I mean, that's not bad.
Whoa.
He doesn't miss.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wait, it's
He's gonna spill some Greek yogurt, bro, all over.
Bro,
the
I got-
fucking-
I got a
What-
chain too. We'll chain.
what
it
makes
down.
it? How do you get a crit then? You don't get a crit, right? If they're like
Roll nat 20.
It has to be
other than
separate.
that's funny. There's no like
there's
lying down,
other-
sleeping crit. No.
No.
No sleeping crit.
We got this.
You guys want to go?
BCBA. You try and
B.
convince. If it doesn't work,
All right.
Wait.
Well, let's make our way to the guards, I guess, that are playing games.
I'm
And
gonna
see what
stay
happens.
way behind. Way behind, as in, so I'm not seen by anybody because of my disguise is awful.
But you have to commit with us to hit her or kill her.
No, I will. Like, you guys will go first. I'm gonna like stay behind the corner so I'm not seen.
All
I'm
right,
staying close, within like 20 feet.
what's the order?
But keep in mind, you will have to walk past the guards. Okay.
Once your plan,
Can I
if it works
suggest
or fails.
that you maybe tell the guards that whoever's on watch with the pups needs help to get them off their post? Buy us some time. We go from there, unless you have another plan of dealing with these guards.
I could tell them that, but what would those guards need help with that I can tell them? They're just standing there doing nothing, as far as they know. And if
Maybe
there's something
that
actually
the-
happening that's serious, they'll be maybe wondering why I'm not the one helping too.
Well,
Assuming
because
it's
you're the
serious.
goddamn boss. Yeah, I mean,
True, but it would just look a little suspicious. I mean, I could try. It's just I don't know what the excuse would be. That
what
makes
our, what's our other option? Our other option is just we're just gonna try
I
to
was
get
just gonna
past
say I'm
them.
going into Frulam's office to get something. That's all.
And what about us?
I mean, it's not much better. Yeah, I agree. It's not much better.
We'll go with them. Go with you,
Like
Yeah,
my,
we also we
my
also-
entourage.
or we'll just watch over the. Maybe we'll play some cards.
Alright, you know
I
what?
don't if you actually said that.
I'll tell them to go to the front. Fuck it. There's 3 of them, right? Okay, well we'll see.
I guess
Maybe there's
yeah,
another
we'll figure
carcass
out
they
when
need
we
help
get
with.
there.
Swing it. It worked so well the last time.
All right, let's go.
We have a plan.
All right, and I guess we'll make our way to the freaking guards that are playing poker or whatever.
I'm
get
in
a-
last.
Can I get a marching order?
Well, I'm assuming I'll be
last.
first, or yeah, I'm assuming I'm assuming I'm first.
You'll be
Unless
first. Yeah.
Invisible Conan wants to go first for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'll slip in
Oh.
front and I'll just get past them.
Okay, so Cronin, me, Sorvin,
Yeah,
and
Sorvin.
Boris will be the order.
Can you guys just like situate yourselves? Sorry, I was just reading something on the.
I'll be like right here, for instance, and then Cronin in front of me.
And Cronin in front.
Frank, can you move Cronin in front?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I
Alright.
was looking something up.
That's the order. But Boris did say he wanted to be a little bit extra behind, maybe like 2 more squares or some shit, right?
Just so I don't get spotted.
Oh, dude,
Before
that's
they
so
do.
Cool. It's like it's like a little, it's like one of those
Oh, yeah.
games. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Almost looks like Tetris. in a
Where's
weird
the
way.
mine? I'm jiggle peeking the pillar.
Okay, so all right, so I'll let you guys kind of go on your own here.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming Cronin wants to go ahead first or some shit, right? He said.
Yeah, sorry, I just finally had to find it. Found it. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually just slip past him. I'm gonna walk ahead and just stand kind of in this walkway here.
Are you gonna try to time that with them coming in so that you don't?
No, I'm gonna jump ahead.
Okay, so you need to
I'm
roll a
gonna-
stealth check for that.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Okay,
Does he get advantage? Was that advantage?
that was advantage already. Yeah.
Okay.
You walk past this guard. And you kind of scoot forward, and he gets up out of his chair. And they stop playing cards. And you hear this guard say, What are you doing? What are you doing? I thought I heard something. He kind of walks over here, and you just slink forward.
I'll just keep slinking in.
And he's just looking behind the rocks.
I'm just gonna keep slinking in.
Okay. I don't know where you want to be, Bless. So you're here.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to keep an eye on him.
So, Kurnosh. Oops, sorry, Boris. You're in the fucking. Boris, I'll let you move your own character.
I'll be hidden until he either convinces the guard or doesn't.
Okay, so you're gonna stay there. Like,
Out of sight of the guards. So
you're not
I
peeking.
actually
You're
don't.
not peeking. You're just
I just don't know where the guards are. So yeah,
okay.
out of sight of the guards, but as close as possible.
Okay. So, okay, that's fine. So, Kurnosh, you walk in, and what you see, multiple guards sleeping. Loud snores kind of echo the chamber. You see these two guards who have their cards face down. And this guard is standing, looking into this corner as you enter the room.
Okay. And then, do they say anything at all first, or no? As I walk in.
They're kind
I
of
mean, I don't
looking.
really-
They're kind of looking at this guy, and then he turns to face you as you enter, and he motions over to the other one, the closest one to you, and he's kind of like, and they all get up and kind of just like salute.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just kind of walk
And-
by them and look at them, give them a nod. That's like very brief kind of nod, just like not really giving them too much attention, because trying to play my very kind of I'm way above you guys to even like give a shit about you really. I'll just acknowledge your presence for a brief second and then move on, kind of thing.
Okay. And this guy kind of steps out of your way and he says, "Sir," he kind of whispers it under his breath.
And then and as I kind of assuming they do nothing, and as I kind of get somewhere around here, I'm gonna be like, and then turn around and be like, "Are you guys keeping watch, or are you just playing cards?"
What volume do you say that sentence at?
Well, if like a 5 was like normal speaking volume, like 3.5.
Okay. And this guy kind
And
of
I'll-
turns around and says,
And I'll walk closer to that as well.
This guy turn around, turns to you and says, "There's guards on watch already." And
And then I'll be
Cronin,
like, okay.
as you start to see this happen, make a perception check for me.
There's no way she wakes up.
What did
right?
you say?
11.
You hear the bed creak.
You fucker.
I'm
Guys-
gonna,
You're baiting us so hard right now.
I'm gonna step to peek.
You peek in. And you see Frulam in bed, stirring.
I fucking use a bait, god damn it.
Back to
Okay.
you guys.
So again, in the same volume, if not maybe slightly quieter, but pretty much definitely not louder.
You
I'll be
obviously
like-
take notice that these guys are whispering. Like,
Yeah, so I kind of lower my volume a little bit, just in case. And I'll be like, yeah, they need I heard that they need help. Something's happening out there. Maybe this kind of big carcass that they need help bringing in. The butcher's here with me. Tell them.
Yeah, I thought the big strong guys out there would have been enough. 2 wasn't enough.
Yeah, there's a few of the carcasses there.
You know me, little old me. I can't get it in.
what's the volume
many
you say
three
that
of
at,
you?
Sorbin?
Sorry.
Low. Again, kind of just like noticing the whispers, like, hey, what, hey, you
Yeah.
know me?
10 volume, yelling it.
Sorry,
I-
what did you guys
I-
say you wanted to send all 3 of them? Like, is that what the...
I'll be like, yeah, so there's a lot of carcasses out there. Gonna need all 3 of you to go. Hurry up. They all only take 5 minutes.
Can I hear the conversation that they're having?
Yeah.
Can I go into this room and hide behind this corner?
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Please, you stupid dice.
Okay. Big man sneaky.
You cross the path. And you're so damn lucky that Sorvin is so tall and wide with the wings. And your cross gets covered. To no avail. This guard here, the dragonborn looking-ish creature. He gets up off his seat. And he kind of takes a step forward and he says, like, I don't mean disrespect, but can't the hunters just do that in the morning?
We'll see, when they wake up, they're gonna want food. We want to get that done tonight, so then in the morning, everyone's ready to go. Because we might be leaving in the morning. Look, I don't need to explain anything to you. I gave you a command, and I expect you to do it. It's just that simple.
Persuasion.
Come on, get him. Oh, does he still have my inspiration?
I
He
do
has,
have
he has the bardic. He still's got the bardic.
When do
yeah.
I have to choose to use it? How does that work? Can I use it? Can I roll and then be like, okay, I actually want to add it, or do I have to
Frank's
do that
gonna
before I
tell
roll?
you.
Yeah, so for bardic inspiration, you have to choose before the DM tells you whether you fail or succeed. You just look at the number. and you
I'll
go,
fucking do it now.
well, you
So-
can roll your d20 and then choose.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so let me roll first. I'm gonna go ahead and use it.
Okay.
Where the fuck did I put it? Jesus Christ. This needs to be a nice roll, please. Okay, not bad. So that came up to a total of 15.
Okay.
There's a 5 plus a 5 plus a 5.
The guard looks at you. Slowly nods his head. Looks at the other 2. And motions his head over.
And as they start, I want to be like,
again, they file out.
oh, as they like start heading out, I'll be like,
Yeah.
and it's all the way at the very west of the village.
And the guy last in line just nods and
I don't need them going that fucking tent by accident. That's bad.
yeah.
Make them take as long as possible. All right. And then I'll nod over to Sorvin and be like, kind of like, let's go. And walk into the room.
Cool.
As they pass, I'd like to go in and regroup.
I'll.
These checks, man, it's fucking scary. It's gonna go so bad.
I'm just keeping an eye.
Okay.
But I mean, if like, I also kind of want to peek
Music.
back every once in a while, but I'm mostly interested if she gets up. If she doesn't get up, I'm gonna keep peeking.
Where are we going?
Wait. Cronin,
I'm not.
He's not there.
Chrono's not here. He's in the other room.
Oh, she's
I was-
asleep?
That's the room that Boris is in.
I was
Oh,
just gonna say maybe we should extinguish all these candles, but it's probably not a good idea.
No, it's fine. Let's continue. And then let's go into the next room.
I could put these candles out.
So can I, but we don't need to. Why?
So that if they wake up, they're disorientated.
I'll be disoriented too.
yeah, he'll be disoriented.
Yeah, but you
Bro, my
you
next
got
character is
us.
having dark
You
vision.
got-
This is so
You got us though.
You got
If-
us.
Dude,
If
there's this campaign is dark vision.
if they wake up while we're in there, we're trapped. Can you
True,
do
but-
it quietly, Sorbin? Wait, Sorbin? Your name says Sorbin, so
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fix that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I can do it quietly.
without waking any of them up.
Well, unless we have I guess it depends on how strict the DM is. Yeah, I can do that without waking anybody up. And this is I don't know how to post this. This is what I'll post. This is a cantrip. So the last one says you create a harmless sensory effect using air, such as causing leaves to rustle, wind to slam shutters shut, or clothing to ripple in a breeze. So I would gust. With my
Only works
wings.
For 10 feet.
Whoa, hold on. Before you do any of this, 1 second. So you're saying you have to use your wings to make a gust of air?
Yeah, just a harmless
A harmless
sensor, yeah.
sensory effect using air.
It's just a light breeze, but
I'm
I
just,
think
I'm just gonna
we'll-
I'm just gonna
okay.
say for RP's sake, what Sorvin is saying is that he thinks he could do it quietly. You're not reading the effects of the spell. He's
Yeah.
saying what he thinks he could do it quietly. That's
Yeah.
the RP focus here. We're not really gonna be reading the
Yeah.
This will be so funny. He just knocks fucking the blankets off everyone.
It's like it's a torch with fire, right? Is what it is?
The candle.
there's tons of candles.
candles.
And
Because I can, okay. I mean, I have control flames and shit, but okay.
mm, try it on the one on the table.
Okay, I will gust this candle here.
Seems good.
It's off.
Okay.
You don't see
Okay.
the glow from the table anymore.
Well, as he does that, I want to also cast Control Flames cantrip, 60 feet, and I can extinguish any flames that are non-magical.
Does that require concentration?
It does not. It's just instantaneous and it's all does.
Okay.
That's actually
Component S, but S doesn't matter.
Okay.
So Kurnosh just one-ups me after I do that, and he just goes,
Yeah, I'll just like snap my fingers and then like the lights just shh.
He's like
You just
Albus
see
Dumbledore.
you just
Yeah, pretty much.
see kind
Later.
of like a Harry Potter-esque type like thing. You just see like it's just all kind of like one at a time slowly starting to extinguish. Are you leaving these ones at the entrance to this?
I'm not.
No.
No. And
Everything.
these are kind of like the last ones.
Yep.
You see Sorvin just like the darkness.
Except for the room ahead of us. I'll leave those for now.
Your eyes just adapt, and you can see just this room is. I mean, it doesn't look dark, but it is dark for you.
Yeah, so everything's off.
exactly.
Except for the next room, which I will go into
It's called
next.
Tor Vision. And then, yeah, we...
Is there lights still on?
Kind of push Kurnosh.
Okay.
It looks like these lights are like
Well, I can
not.
see the lights in the next room,
Okay.
so I know where to go, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we are tiptoeing in our Jordans.
Oh yeah, we need to.
As they're entering, I'm gonna like tap Kurnosh to let him know I'm there.
So you feel a slight kind of invisible tap in front of you.
Okay, I just assume that's him. I'm gonna do an extremely quick investigation check around this room. See if I can spot anything very quickly, including the hearts.
So around this room, meaning you're gonna go literally around the room.
or just see what you can see from where you are.
Just the main desk. How about the main? Just here. I'll do.
This
I'll
desk?
do this desk and the one straight south of it. This one here. That's it. Just
Perfect.
those two.
That's the type of specificity that I'm looking for. So
For now.
what you see on this desk,
Oh, no roll. Nice.
I mean it's just a desk. what you see on this desk, just various scribblings of paper. The main thing that kind of catches your eye is you see this giant table map that has various villages portrayed within a smaller region along the Sword Coast. Pretty much just the neighboring cities around Greenest. And you see lots of X's on various villages. And you see one giant circle that surrounds Greenest, and an X over that circle as well. The other thing that you see on the map is a giant arrow that is kind of points from roughly where the camp looks like it could be to the west. And this does kind of coincide potentially with a sheet of paper that Cronin gave you earlier, where the last note in the sheet of paper says, just to remind everybody, everything must be freighted north to Neartar. Rezmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. All the other papers that are on this desk, just like random runic scribbles and stuff like that, doesn't look like it's like any like solid attempts at anything. It's just kind of like random.
What was the name of the city again?
I'll spell it out for you guys in chat so you guys can.
So everything must be freighted to Neartar, leave nothing behind, or something like that, right?
Rezmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. This is what you read when Cronin joined you at the beginning of the cave after he successfully escaped.
Okay. That's cool. And that's it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like you to roll a stealth check as you're looking at the table.
Just me?
Just you. If anyone else is doing anything.
You know, a respectable 9.
You search amongst the table, and you're kind of doing it in a little bit of a hastily manner, eager to find what secrets lie about your cult on the table.
Maybe not that eager.
Not anymore.
Oh,
You
shit.
sift through the papers, sheet after sheet, trying to see what meaning you can gather between what this cult is doing and how it has impacted your family.
Oh boy.
And you hear a noise.
And you hear, "Who's in my chamber?" And that's where we're going to end the session. Cronin, yeah, one more thing?
I'm gonna run into the room.
Okay, and then Sorvin, you just feel this slight gust of wind in front of you as this burst of just little rocks kind of displace as you hear sprinting. And that's where we end the session.
Yikes.
Tune in next week to see what trouble our friends have gotten themselves into.